Imagine waking up in a perfectly temperature-controlled room, sipping your morning coffee from a machine that knows your preferences, and glancing at your phone to see your groceries already on the way. We'll explore how the modern comforts that surround us, from climate control to fast food to endless entertainment, shape our lives in unexpected ways. Elevators replace stairs, remote controls eliminate the need to move. Food delivery means we hardly need to leave our homes. It's all incredibly convenient, but it comes with a price. Our bodies were designed for movement, not for the prolonged inactivity that has become the norm. But when life is structured around minimizing discomfort, how do we grow? We'll uncover how comfort, while seemingly harmless, can have consequences that ripple through our minds, bodies, society, and planet. But modern life tempts us to opt for the easier path. Streaming a show feels better than facing a tough conversation. Smart homes, GPS, recommendation algorithms, they simplify our lives, but they also reduce our agency. Subscription services, fast fashion, and convenience gadgets offer immediate satisfaction, but they also keep us spending often on things we don't need. This lifestyle can lead to debt and financial stress, limiting our long-term options. We're guided, nudged, and influenced in ways we barely notice. Instead of choosing what's best for us, we're often choosing what's easiest. Scrolling social media is easier than learning a language. When comfort becomes the default, growth becomes optional. It's time to look beyond the surface and understand what they're not telling you. Yet, some of the most rewarding parts of life are found beyond that initial discomfort. A meaningful life is often a hard-earned one. The danger of comfort is not just that it makes us passive. It can stop us from becoming who we were meant to be. Notifications, likes, and endless scrolls stimulate our brains in unnatural ways. Anxiety, depression, and loneliness are on the rise, partly because we've replaced real-world interaction with digital surrogates. The comforts of modern living may soothe us temporarily, but they often leave us feeling empty in the long run. Life today is more convenient than ever, but what if this very comfort we've built our lives around comes at a cost far greater than we realize? Comfort tempts us to waste hours on passive entertainment, reducing the time we spend on meaningful pursuits. In the end, we might have everything at our fingertips, except the freedom to live intentionally. What if, in chasing comfort, we're unknowingly trading away our health, our freedom, and even our happiness? Meanwhile, easy access to calorie-dense, ultra-processed food has led to skyrocketing obesity rates worldwide. What we call convenience food is often stripped of nutrients, loaded with preservatives, and engineered for taste, not nutrition. We eat more, move less, and often sleep poorly, all in the name of comfort. In this video, we re-dive in deep into a truth few are willing to confront: the hidden price of comfort. Let's begin with our physical health. Technology has made our lives incredibly sedentary. Research shows that sitting for long periods increases the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even certain cancers. Our mental health isn't spared either. Constant digital connectivity, while convenient, has fragmented our attention. Now let's talk about personal development. Growth comes from challenge, from stepping outside of our comfort zones. Think about it. Learning a new skill, starting a business, or building meaningful relationships all require effort, vulnerability, and often failure. Over time, this mindset can lead to stagnation. We become afraid of struggle, allergic to boredom, and conditioned to expect immediate gratification. Comfort can also affect our autonomy. It might sound surprising, but too much ease can quietly erode our independence. Consider how reliant we've become on systems we don't control. Financially, comfort can trap us in cycles of consumption. Even our time, arguably the most valuable resource we have, is at risk. Let's not forget how comfort affects our relationships. Social connection is a fundamental human need, but digital convenience can sometimes undermine real connection. Texting instead of calling, messaging instead of meeting. We often choose the path of least resistance, but relationships thrive on effort, presence, and shared experience. While this may be comfortable, it can also create disconnection. It's easier to walk away than to work through challenges. From disposable packaging to constant climate control, the environmental cost of convenience is massive. But avoiding discomfort in relationships often leads to resentment, misunderstanding, and distance. True intimacy requires vulnerability, showing up as we are, imperfections and all. But in a world that values polished appearances, that kind of honesty can feel risky. The goal is not to reject comfort, but to reclaim agency over how and when we use it. Modern comfort is often powered by fossil fuels, and the environmental footprint of our consumption is growing. Is it building connection or replacing it? When we begin to ask these questions, we start to shift from passive consumers of comfort to conscious creators of our lives. The irony is that the comforts we enjoy today may be compromising the livability of the planet for future generations. It's about simplifying our lives, not just for ease, but for clarity and purpose. We learn to value, challenge, to seek real connection, and to live with intention. We begin to see comfort not as the end goal, but as a tool, one of many that can help us build a life of depth, resilience, and purpose. And most importantly, it's about remembering that a meaningful life is not always a comfortable one. Digital communication, while useful, lacks the richness of face-to-face interaction. Over time, relying on it can make relationships shallower and more transactional. But as we've seen, the pursuit of comfort without reflection can lead to consequences that are anything but comfortable in the long run. Moreover, we now have the ability to filter, curate, and control how we present ourselves online. And remember, the good life isn't always the easiest one, but it's worth every step. Comfort can also prevent conflict resolution. It's easier to ghost someone than to resolve a disagreement. Our pursuit of comfort doesn't just affect us personally, it impacts the planet too. It becomes problematic when it's pursued without awareness. Single-use plastics, fast shipping, energy goods, but they also strain our natural resources. Climate change, deforestation, and pollution are deeply connected to our lifestyle choices. Reducing our environmental impact requires rethinking comfort. It might mean walking instead of driving, reusing instead of discarding, or choosing quality over convenience. These choices might feel less comfortable at first, but they're essential if we want a sustainable future. So, what's the solution? Should we abandon all comfort and live like monks? Not at all. Comfort is not inherently bad. The key isn't choosing comfort when it supports our well-being is wise, but defaulting to it in every situation can be limiting. Ask yourself, is this comfort helping me grow, or is it holding me back? Is it nourishing my body and mind, or numbing me? It's about finding a balance, embracing comfort when it serves us, and choosing challenge when it leads to growth. Closing thoughts. We live in a world that tells us comfort is the ultimate goal. By becoming more aware of the hidden price of comfort, we empower ourselves to make better choices. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider sharing it with someone who might benefit.